Why? Mr. Squiggles loves you.
Who named him?
Anyway, that's not what I mean. I need a little extra space to store all my games after I beat them.
Oh, have you tried GameStop?
They have space for rent?
No, but they'll take your games and they give you credit on new ones.
Awesome. Beat a game, bring it in, and trade it for a new one.
Yeah, not just games. You can bring in consoles and accessories, and GameStop gives you trading credits so you can buy new stuff.
Now, if I can only get them to watch Mr. Squiggles.
It all started with a big bang!
Okay. The X10s are online.
Gentlemen, I am now about to send a signal from this laptop through our local ISP, racing down fiber optic cable at the speed of light to San Francisco, bouncing off a satellite in geosynchronous orbit to Lisbon, Portugal, where the data packets will be handed off to submerged transatlantic cables terminating in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and transferred across the continent via microwave relays back to our ISP and the X10 receiver attached to this lamp.
Look at me! Look at me! I've got goosebumps.
Are we ready on the stereo?
Go for stereo.
Hey guys!
Hello.
It's a little loud.
No problem. Turning it down. San Francisco, Lisbon, Halifax. Et voila.
Okay, thanks.
Hang on. Do you not realize what we just did?
Yeah, you turn your stereo down with your laptop.
No, we turned our stereo down by sending a signal around the world via the internet.
Oh. You know you can just get one of those universal remotes.
No, you don't get it. Howard, enable public access.
Public access enabled.
Boy, that's terrific, but I'll see ya.
No, hang on. See?
No.
Someone in Sichuan province, China, is using his computer to turn our lights on and off.
Well, that's handy. Here's a question. Why?
Because we can. They found the remote control cars.
Well, wait, what's on top of them?
Wireless webcams. Wave hello.
The monster truck is out of Austin, Texas, and the Blue Viper is being operated from suburban Tel Aviv.
You may want to put on slacks.
What? Ew! Stop it! No! Leave me alone!
Who's running the red Corvette?
That would be me.
It all started with a big bang!
Don't think we ever really got it right. Both you and I have always kept it bottled up inside. Can you show me what it feels like to give yourself away? Why can't I hold? There's no one around who picks me up when I'm down like you do. Why can't I, when you can't hear a sound, will the silence drown you too? Who's going home with you tonight? Was it real or am I part of your collection? Have you crossed the line? Who's going home with you tonight? Oh, I feel
What is the official slogan for the Nintendo DSi? Oh, you've heard it. What will you and I do?
Hi, I'm Daniel Turdeman. I'm with CNET News, and I'm here with Shigeru Miyamoto, the Senior Managing Director for Nintendo, one of the great video game designers in history, who invented Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, and now Wii Music, the newest game from Nintendo. And thank you very much for taking some time to talk to us.
You're welcome.
I wanted to start off, if you could sort of talk about where the idea for Wii Music came from.
Well, when we first came up with the concept for the Wii console itself, one of the things that we wanted the Wii console to be was a device that would be playing a central role in the living room, connected to the TV, that everyone in the house would relate to. And so we felt that in order for the console to really take on that role, we needed to have several key topics available for people to play as software. And those were sports. We wanted to have something related to health and fitness, and then we thought that music was, again, another important topic, another subject that everyone in the house could relate to. We started by experimenting, and we took the interface for Wii, the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, and our initial experiments were finding ways to use the Wii Remote and Nunchuck to perform different instruments. And then the other experiment that we did was using the Wii Remote to conduct an orchestra. And we found from the results of those experiments that both of those produced both a very good feeling and something that was an experience that was very fun.
Can you talk a little bit about how the game evolved from original concept to finished product? You know, how it changed over that development process?
Well, really the way that it progressed through development was not really so much how it changed, but really just the very concept itself. Initially, we started off with the very simple concept of performing with instruments. And of course, we were developing Wii Music at a time when music games themselves as a genre were becoming very, very popular. And so I think the tendency with any development team when they're making a game for which there's already an established genre is oftentimes they will look at the other games in the genre, because you're trying to create an experience that's on par with what the other games have to offer.
Right. And the sharing element, you know, you create songs and the videos and you can share them with people. How important an element to, you know, the overall Wii Music experience do you think that's going to be and for its success?
Well, obviously there are a number of different ways to experience and enjoy Wii Music. One of those is for people to come together in one place and perform songs together as a group. But the other, of course, is as a single player, there's a tremendous amount of depth to Wii Music in the sense that it has some recording functionality. You're able to go in, each song in Wii Music is comprised of 6 different parts, and you're able to lay down each of those parts individually, performing that part yourself, laying your performance of the next part on top of that. So say performing the drums, layering the drums on top of the bass line, and then layering the harmony on top of that. It's possible for you to create a version of, say, the same song that your friend might be working on, and the 2 versions that you and your friend have created can end up sounding very, very different depending on the instruments that you've chosen and the arrangement pattern that you've chosen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Miyamoto. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm Daniel Turdeman from CNET News.
Don't let wires get in the way of your jump kicks, knee dips, and other rockin' moves. Get the wireless Fender bass for Rock Band on Nintendo Wii. This officially licensed Fender replica is a must-have for any hardcore Rock Band fan. The premium quality dual split strum bar allows 2-fingered bass action that can be played over and over. And don't worry, Southpaws, this one's available for both lefties and righties. Talk to a game advisor today and rock the low end even harder.
Jen, we know the Nintendo DSi is smaller than the DS Lite and has wireless connectivity.
And don't forget 2 cameras and the biggest screen of any portable Nintendo model.
Right. But there's one thing I can't figure out.
What's that?
What does the I in DSi mean?
Well, let me educate you, Chris.
Okay.
Okay, the I actually signifies a couple of things. According to a Nintendo spokesperson, the I represents the 2 eyes on the portable, namely the DSi's 2 cameras.
Makes sense.
And secondly, the I is symbolic of the subject I and the portable's personal appeal.
Gotcha. Well, I know I will be getting one as soon as possible.
Oh, now you're getting it. Trade in your Nintendo DS Lite and save a whopping $70 on a brand new Nintendo DSi.
Did you say $70?
Yes, I did. Ask your game advisor for more details.
Want to hear Street Fighter 4 in Japanese? All you have to do is beat arcade mode once, and the Japanese voice option will appear in the options menu.
Hi, my name's Clifton Newman. I'm the store manager at store 825 in Van Nuys, California, and you're watching GameStop TV, powered to the players.
Chris, help me out.
Okay.
What's more fun than a theme park, scarier than a haunted house, and has more plot twists than an entire season of Lost?
Jen, you must be talking about the sequel to the best-selling, multi-million-dollar franchise, Resident Evil.
You're absolutely right, Chris. In Resident Evil 5, former stars Agent Chris Redfield is back to complete his most dangerous mission yet in a sweltering desert colony where a new breed of evil has been unleashed.
And speaking of things unleashed, GameStop recently had a spectacular midnight launch party to unleash this incredible new title.
And we were there to witness the fun and festivities. Check it out, coming up next right here on GameStop TV.
Hey everybody, it's Jeff Keighley for GameStop TV in a city that's about to get evil. I'm in San Francisco for the launch of Resident Evil 5 on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Hundreds of gamers have lined up here in Union Square to be the first people in the world that get to play it and meet the creators of the game. All brought to you exclusively right here on GameStop TV. Okay, I've made it inside the Resident Evil 5 launch party, and people are coming in. They're getting really excited because we're just a few hours away from the launch of the game. There are also some great events going on here. They're going to get a chance to meet Takeuchi-san, the producer of the game, who came all the way from Japan to San Francisco to meet the fans at this special GameStop event. What do you think of this game? You impressed?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. The graphics are great. You know, nothing brings the couples together like having to fight zombies.
I mean, it looks gorgeous, obviously. It plays great.
I am super pumped up. I'm gonna go drive straight home and put it into my system and stay up all night.
I've been waiting all day, actually all week. You know, I came to San Francisco on spring break and it just worked out like this that I got to pick up this game. This is my life now.
This place is a blast. There's game consoles everywhere, the energy's high, and everybody's excited to see Resident Evil 5 bumping.
Congratulations on the release of this game. How does it feel to be here at the end of the road with all your fans playing the game for the first time?
It's a fantastic feeling. I'm so happy so many people turned out for the release of the game. I really feel privileged. Thank you very much.
And that's it from the Resident Evil 5 launch party. Things are still going strong here. We've got all the fans playing the game, and the producer, Takeuchi-san, some of the other development team members are here. There's a huge line of fans who are waiting to get their autograph, and they came only here for the launch of Resident Evil 5, courtesy of your friends right here at GameStop. If you want to check out the game, you can buy it right now for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
Trying to figure out how to use your tax refund check? Spend it at GameStop. Finally, get the games you've always wanted, the accessories you need, or the dream console that's now within your reach. Reward yourself today at GameStop.
Want a free Edge card, Chris?
Ooh, don't toy with my emotions, girl.
I am not. All you gotta do is subscribe to Game Informer magazine at GameStop.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's right, $14.99 gets you a whole year of Game Informer. Plus, an Edge card with all kinds of sweet bonuses, like 10% off used games, 10% extra on trade-ins, and even 20% off strategy guides if purchased with the corresponding game.
Okay, stop. You had me at sweet.
Well, get your free Edge card when you subscribe to 1 year of Game Informer magazine for just $14.99 right here at GameStop.
Hey there, sports fans. I'm Amber Valdez, here to tell you about the biggest moments throughout sports history that happened in the month of April. On April 8, 1974, Henry Aaron passed Babe Ruth on the Major League Baseball all-time list, with a 715th home run. Amidst racism, protests, and threats, Hammerin' Hank passed the Bambino and stood atop the most coveted record in American sports for over 30 years. On April 13, 1986, Jack Nicklaus won the Masters Championship, setting a PGA record with his 6th Masters title. Nicklaus was 46 years old when he accomplished this feat, which was the final of his 18 major championship victories. On April 13, 1997, Tiger Woods became the youngest golfer to win the Masters Championship with a record-setting score of 18 under par. At age 21, Tiger began to break barriers in one of the last sports to integrate non-white races into competition. He also became a cultural icon for all young Asians and African Americans. And on April 27, 1956, Rocky Marciano retired from boxing while still on top of the boxing world. The reigning heavyweight champion left with an undefeated 49-0 record at the ripe old age of 31, never to fight again.
GameStop is committed to helping your family choose games that are appropriate for your child's age and maturity level. We support the ESRB rating system and enforce our policy not to sell M-rated games to kids under 17 without their parents' permission. In order to help, GameStop has created RespectTheRatings.com. This valuable tool provides parents and concerned adults with a detailed description of the ESRB rating system, helpful tips and resources for monitoring gameplay, as well as an informative gaming 101 section. ESRB ratings information is provided to customers in all 4,300 plus U.S. GameStop stores.
There's one. There's another one. And another one.
Get more than you ever imagined when you trade your games for something new at GameStop, where 150 titles are worth $15 or more. Power to the players.
On what continent does the story in Resident Evil 5 take place? That's right, Africa.
Hi, I'm David Carnoy, Executive Editor for CNET.com, and I'm here to give you a very quick tour of the Energizer Power and Play charging system for the PS3. As a lot of you know, the one problem with the PS3 is that your PS3 has to be on to charge the wireless controller. That's why products like this exist, and what you have here, it's very simple. You plug in your PS3 controller, there's a power adapter that goes into the back of it. One of the nice things about this charging station is that it's a bit more vertical than some of the ones we've seen, so it takes up a little bit less space. You can probably tuck this away behind your TV. It charges two controllers right out of the box, one on the bottom and one on the top on the unit, but there's also a couple of USB ports that allows you to control up to 4 controllers. You do need to supply your own USB cables, however. Those extra USB ports will also charge some electronics, some cell phones for instance. We found that it won't recharge all gadgets that offer USB recharging, but it will recharge a lot of them. It does take about 2.5 hours to completely recharge your controllers. There's a red glow on the clear plastic